Good morning. I'm Jim Hodge, President and CEO of the Children's Trust.
And I'm Ileana Varela with the Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine at FIU. And together we welcome you to Our Children.
Making sure children are healthy, safe, loved, ready to learn, succeeding in school and in life. This is Our Children, a program brought to you by the Children's Trust.
Students will be streaming into schools on Monday, so first and foremost, we want to wish families a safe, happy, and healthy new school year.
And that means the biggest free back-to-school event of the season is just a few weeks away. It's almost time for the Children's Trust Family Expo on Saturday, September 8th at the fairgrounds. So watch this preview and then mark your calendars.
Start the school year off right with the Children's Trust Annual Family Expo, featuring valuable resources, activities, and entertainment for the entire family. It provides parents with a wide variety of information, as well as direct contact with all kinds of programs, health and social services.
It's difficult to be a parent, and they're not alone out there. There are services and there's providers throughout this community to help with all aspects of raising children and building stronger families, and this is the place where you'll find it.
In a fun and entertaining environment, more than 200 exhibitors distribute important information about wonderful opportunities for your children, including after-school programs that keep kids safe while helping them succeed academically and make new friends. Don't miss the Read to Learn Book Fair, Wacky Wild Science and Planetarium, and the Miami Children's Museum Arts and Crafts area. Not to mention giant bounce houses, stilt walkers, rock climbing, fencing, Zumba, chess tournaments, and so much more. Attracting more than 15,000 visitors a year, this amazing event offers tons of family and kid-friendly activities for all to enjoy, indoors and out. Lots of fun for the little ones, too. Plus, the ever-popular appearances by children's favorite characters and all new performances on 2 stages.
It's all free, which is wonderful, and you don't get bored. The kids want to keep going and going and going. I think the parents get tired before the kids do.
We made some new friends while we were here. We had a really fun time. They got to do face painting and lots of fun things. And it's just a really nice thing that the community does.
I like how it's very diverse and how it has lots of things for everyone, and it's not just for one person.
The Children's Trust Family Expo, the biggest family resource fair in Miami-Dade, all at the Miami-Dade Fair and Expo Center. And remember, admission and parking are free. For more information, visit thechildrenstrust.org.
Joining us now to talk about the special STEM area at the Family Expo and school choice options in Miami-Dade County Public Schools is Robert Strickland, Administrative Director of School Choice and Parental Options.
Welcome to Our Children, Bob. So excited that you're here because I know every year the school system has a big footprint at the Family Expo, but we're really interested in the photo booth and, of course, this STEM area, which I have a feeling this is why these little guys are here.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Tell us about.
Well, thank you. And thank you first. I have to say thank you to the Children's Trust for the work that you do for children and for families in this community, and for partnering, being able to partner with you guys on the Expo, the Family Expo each year. Very important to us. It allows us to be able to talk to parents, and this is one of the things that we like to do, a hands-on demonstration where children are being able to work with the various kinds of robots that we have, not only this one, but also this little guy as well.
That's a robot?
Yeah, it's a robot. It changes colors, directions, the kids are programming, even 4-year-olds are taking this thing and just doing amazing things with it. And it teaches them coding, it teaches them programming, and we're also going to have a drone Olympics. Yeah. So they're going to be having drones going through hoops and just really exciting things. It's the photo booth, also another free part of the event. In real time, they will be able to have pictures taken and sent to their email addresses so they can see it, they can look at it, we can put different kinds of backgrounds on it. So we're really excited about that. It was very popular last year. So this STEM Center, as we call it, has been very active. It's been a big draw, and we're happy to be there.
It's going to be packed, I know.
It is, it is, it is.
Well, tell us a little bit about the magnet programs. You know, parents usually sometimes think they have a lot longer than they do to apply for these magnet programs.
Right.
So you can tell us about timing. You know, I have a child that's going to be entering high school next year. So when should I start looking?
We open our application process October 1st. It goes to January the 15th each year for the following year, K through 12. So students, parents that have students that are K through 12 can apply. They can have up to 5 choices. And they will be notified in March as per our board rule. They receive a notification in March 15th, and they can make their choices. In addition to almost 400 magnet school programs, there are over 500 choice programs. And so we have a lot of options. And next week, our superintendent of schools, Alberto Cavallo, is going to be announcing the new programs for this next year.
Okay, so I know that magnet programs have been around for a long time. A lot of people may not realize that Miami-Dade is really at the forefront nationwide. I mean, you get awards. We have some of the best programs in the country. Every year, as you said, we're getting more and more programs. Can you give us a sneak peek as to some of what we may be seeing, or at least in the areas where we may be seeing new programs?
Sure. We expect to see new programs in animation, in gaming, in biomedical, in the arts, in languages. So we're very excited about these new programs. And you're right, it's kind of embarrassing. We keep winning more awards than anybody else in the country. But yet we'll take it. You know, we'll take it because the schools are doing amazing work.
And which of those programs, or whether they're new or some of the established programs, will you actually be showing off? Because I know you will be showing off at the Expo.
Absolutely. We have a brand new program that's going to be opening up at Pine Lake Elementary. It is a partnership with the Metro Zoo Miami and with Fairchild Tropical Gardens. Very excited about this. And then we have a biotech, which is a senior high program that is a partnership with the zoo and with Fairchild and with Everglades National Park. We have programs in engineering and robotics that are going to be starting up and new. It's becoming very popular for them to learn that programming and coding and the language of that. And so we are expanding our STEM and our robotics programs across the county.
And so you will actually be featuring some of these programs
Absolutely.
at the Expo?
We'll have a minimum of, space is a premium, but we'll have a minimum of 10 schools there. The schools will have their brochures, their information, be able to answer questions to parents in real time right there, face to face, because parents have specific things that are individual to their child. So we appreciate this opportunity to be face to face with the community.
It's a big hit last year. Thank you.
It was. Thank you.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you is a lot of people, think of, I'm telling you because of some of my friends, a lot of people think that magnet programs start in later education, but you actually have some of these programs that are now beginning in elementary school. That's not something that we saw in years past.
We have been expanding those. Under the current superintendent of schools, we have been expanding. We've added more than 200 programs in the last 8 years. So that's been amazing. We're trying to respond to the demand of the public. Each year we analyze the applications we're getting from what part of the county, what are the topics that they want, and we look to fill those needs, where we can.
Bob, thanks for joining us, giving us all that information. I'm sure the parents will be looking for you and asking you more questions.
We'll be there.
All right, thanks a lot. So remember, everyone, the Children's Trust Family Expo is Saturday, September 8th from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. at the Miami-Dade County Fair and Expo Center. That's on Coral Way with 2 entrances at either 109th or 112th Avenues. And admission and parking are both free, so be there.
Up next, we'll talk about increased safety and security in our schools and at the Family Expo. Plus, the latest with our hashtag Read30 challenge that's taking social media by storm. Stay with us.
He's so tiny.
Scared to even hold it.
Life with children is a journey.
Finding childcare is so overwhelming.
Filled with choice.
I'm worried about after school.
Is he making the right friends?
With danger and opportunity.
Something to motivate him.
If she just had a job.
And from the day they are born to the day they graduate, you'll have all the support you need from the Children's Trust. The Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
After-school programs funded by the Children's Trust, where children get homework help, are safe and active.
I know that they're in good hands and that they're going to have a lot to tell me when I pick them up.
Here are 3 easy ways to find the perfect after-school program. Call 211, visit thechildrenstrust.org, or download the free Children's Trust app.
For me, that's priceless.
So remember, call, click, or download the Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
Welcome back. With school starting tomorrow, we know parents are on the hunt for after-school programs that will keep their kids safe and engaged until it's time to go home. To find one, we invite you to use the program search on the childrenstrust.org website. Download the Trust mobile app on your smartphone or call 211 for assistance. And speaking of safety, joining us now is Miami-Dade County Police Director Juan Perez.
Director Perez, great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
You know, with Parkland on our minds and school starting, I know you've done a lot of work in partnership with other community agencies. I know the Trust has been part of that. Can you give us an update of where you're at? You know, as the parents are concerned with school opening next week. Could you just give us a brief explanation of what is going on in this community to prepare?
We're, obviously following such a tragedy so close to home, right? One county away. It was disturbing to hear what occurred in there, and I had the opportunity to see some of what occurred in there. And we've always been ready to respond to those type of incidents with the emerging trend of terrorism throughout the nation. Other neighboring countries nearby, like Canada, and across the world. So we've always been focused on really training our personnel to address any type of active shooter, whether it's terror-related or homegrown, or a school shooting, hostile work environment. What we've done since this incident in Parkland is reinforce that with our officers so that they're ready to engage when they need to. We've been working very closely with the school board police. They have a new chief now, Edwin Lopez, a great chief, and he's come in, with full steam, of energy and passion. And working together with him and the other agencies here in Miami-Dade County, our primary focus has been throughout the summer, which is training our officers and engaging at the top level our command staffs on how we could protect our communities. So we will be placing officers at schools to assist them, and we're also going to have roving units that are going to be ready to respond to any incident that happens in Miami-Dade.
I think you probably share the concern that many parents share, and that is striking a balance between keeping schools as safe as possible and not turning them into armed camps. How do you accomplish that?
Yeah, that is very important to do. We have to approach this incident that occurred and our response to it. We can't overreact. We don't want to create a militarized zone in the schools. So there has to be awareness, education, a lot of other components in place so that we don't have to be out there with long guns and this heavy presence. We don't want to scare the kids. We want to make schools be welcoming for what they're for. Education, keeping our kids safe through education into the future, giving them hope and opportunity. And then when we come in and protecting them physically, we have to kind of be in the background and just be there for the safety of them and be ready to respond when we need to, but not overly do it and not go over the top with such a heavy presence that it's impacting education of our kids.
I don't know whether you remember this. I'm much older probably than both of you, but obviously now we have drills in schools for fires. When I was in elementary school, we used to have drills for radioactive bomb threats and that kind of thing. And when I lived in California, we used to have drills for earthquakes. Is there, excuse me, has there been any talk of active shooting drills in schools? Because I already know that there are some schools that are doing that, some higher education schools that are doing that.
Yeah, and with the new Safety Act that was signed into office, there is an incorporation of threat assessment, drills, and really mostly with the teachers, especially when you're talking with the small kids, it's difficult to get them to understand what's going on. But as long as the teachers are prepared, the teachers are kept informed, and to provide that guidance. And as the kids get older, incorporate, they do have that already in the schools where when they go into lockdown, what to do, run to the nearest classroom, run to somewhere that's secured, where to stand in there, and if you need to flee, which way to flee. So that is part of the activities that will probably be going on throughout this year in the schools. It's unfortunate, but we have to prepare. And like you mentioned, when we were younger, we had different threats emerging in our communities, and we had to train for them. And this is nothing more than that. It's an unfortunate thing that we do have to accomplish.
Yep. You know, we have the Family Expo coming up, and about 20,000 people walk through that door on one day. We've always had a great police presence, and this year we're beefing up with metal detectors, taking extra security precautions. Has this become the new normal?
That is the new norm, and I appreciate the fact that your organization has kept the safety of the people that will be at the event first and foremost. So don't be scared or alarmed when you get to events like this, but where there is, we saw what happened in Las Vegas, we see what happens at nightclubs, where there's large gatherings of people, we have to take extra precautions, and it's for all of our, for the best interest of the community. So you may be wanted, you may have to go through metal detectors, you may see a heavier police presence, but it's for the good of all of us. So the cooperation of those that are going to be attending the event is appreciated, but it is the new norm.
I don't want to take the focus away from the schools, which is very important, and that's what this entire show is about, or for that matter, from these tragic mass shootings that we've seen, these public mass shootings. But sadly, I think statistically, we see that a lot of this gun violence is really occurring within our neighborhoods. And I know that your department has been very proactive in for example, sponsoring these Computer for Guns events. What's the thinking behind that?
Yeah, and a great point with the schools. We focus so much on the events that are occurring, the anomalies that are occurring, but the safest place for our kids to be still today is inside the schools. So outside of the schools, we like to engage our community in many different ways. And one of the activities that we just did recently on 2 different occasions, one north, one south, is we exchanged computers for guns. For people that don't want to have guns around their houses, that have no use for them anymore. And what they're trying to do is just eliminate the opportunities for bad guys to get guns in their hands. And with this new program where we gave laptops, what we're hoping is those laptops end up in the hands of their kids, young teenagers and so forth. And we're giving them opportunity for training as a follow-up and work, employment. So that's what we try to do. It's really a different type of engagement in our community, removing guns at the same time so they don't fall into the wrong hands, and we don't see other victims in our communities and our streets.
Do you have education programs for people who have guns, who want to keep guns in their homes, and need education in how to store them, how to keep them secure, how to keep them away from children?
Yeah, so we do give out gun locks at times. We do always advertise and have awareness campaigns on the safety, the importance of safety on guns. Don't keep them in cars, lock them, keep them away from kids. So we do have those educational awareness programs that we do distribute through our social media avenues, and sometimes even in person when we go out to do educational programs. It's very important for anyone that owns a gun. You have to understand, you have to keep that gun secured away from kids, and locked up in the appropriate place or with the right devices so that someone doesn't get their hands on it and use it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the partnership with Computer for Guns, the Trust is very proud to partner with you and your department on that. And it really is kind of a national model. I've seen an article now across the nation going into different papers of the great things that you and your department are doing.
Wonderful.
So thank you for everything.
Yeah,
No, thank you guys.
for all you do. And if I can ask you for one last thing, and all of you are wonderful, but if you can just give a special thanks to those officers, rain or shine, who help kids cross the street. It's so dangerous sometimes out there in traffic, and they do a great job, and they do keep our children safe. So
School crossing guards, very
School
important for our
crossing guards.
community.
Thank them for me,
Thank
please.
you.
All right, folks, up next, hashtag Read30. Are you up to the challenge? We'll be right back with more on that.
Children's Trust Family Expo is back and better than ever. Visit special areas and exhibits showcasing hundreds of programs that keep kids safe, learning, and having fun. Make a creepy crawling friend. Try some Zumba. Visit the book fair and enjoy loads of entertainment and character appearances. Don't miss the Children's Trust Family Expo Saturday, September 8th from 10 to 5 at the Miami-Dade County Fair and Expo Center. For maps and schedules, visit thechildrenstrust.org.
After-school programs funded by the Children's Trust, where children get homework help, are safe and active.
I know that they're in good hands and that they're going to have a lot to tell me when I pick them up.
Here are 3 easy ways to find the perfect after-school program. Call 211, visit thechildrenstrust.org, or download the free Children's Trust app.
For me, that's priceless.
So remember, call, click, or download the Children's Trust, because all children are our children.
Reading at grade level is critical to success in school and in life, and I know, Jim, that this is a big focus for the Children's Trust. And about a month ago, we previewed the launch of #Read30 right here on the show. So can you remind people what it's about and tell us how it's going?
Of course. #Read30. We started it this year, and it really is to prevent the summer slide. It is a social media campaign so that we challenge parents to read to children every day. 30 minutes every day. We know the importance of reading. It is embedded into all our summer programs, all our after-school program. Literacy is a key component of the trust-funded providers. But the summer slide's real. It happens. Students go to school 10 months of the year. They have 2 months without school. We need to keep literacy on the forefront. So this was our way with social media to challenge parents, and all parents had to do was read with their children, to their children, or with their children, take a picture, and upload it to #Read30. And it really was phenomenal. The outpouring was great. We had great response. And this, again, is our first year. We will continue doing this to help really just push the envelope to combat the summer slide.
Were you surprised? Were you surprised by the?
We were. Just like you do anything for the first time. You know, we started this, and we were very surprised at the overwhelming response.
So are you continuing during the academic school year?
We will, and then there'll be a big push next summer.
And not only were you surprised so many people were receptive, I hear there was one family who has posted every single day since the challenge launched on June 1st. Let's show everyone at home who they are.
Watch your step, Mr. Rabbit. Okay, so mostly, so he's gonna fall here, then he's gonna fall.
Getting them to do something aside from just sitting in the computer, that's educating them, it's a lot better. There's a Christmas tree. It's filled with sparkling lights. Whoop, whoop. She reads to me, I read to her. And then little by little, she'll see that word in the next book and she'll get it all on her own.
Because everyone will enjoy the reading and then they will start reading like me. That's the best part.
And right here, in the flesh, are Sori Barrios and Juliet Solomon. Thank you for coming.
So, Mom, I have it right here. You have chronicled your participation in #Read30 for 77 consecutive days. You are Wonder Mom, and definitely the poster family for this initiative. What was the motivation? Why did you decide to do this? And definitely, what did you get out of it? What did both of you and all of you as a family get out of it?
She basically didn't have the confidence level when she was reading. Throughout the whole year, it was a struggle. I think now she got it. Every day reading daily, and it has made a big impact. Basically, we have had a lot of bonding time. We enjoy taking pictures. We do a lot of things after she reads. So if there's a book that teaches her pancakes, for example, we'll go ahead and make pancakes. So it's been a good time.
So Juliet, tell me, how old are you and what grade are you going into?
I'm 6, about to turn 7, and I'm going to 2nd grade.
And we've seen all these posts, and we know how much you like to read. So tell, why do you like to read?
Because it's fun to look at the pictures, read the words, and my most favorite is to look at the book stories.
Well, we're very proud of you.
What stories do you like the most?
I like Honey Bunny books.
Honey Bunny. Is there a special book that you like the most out of all the ones that you read so far?
No, not really.
Yeah.
So, okay. So for those people at home who may not know about Honey Bunny, what's Honey Bunny about?
It's about bunnies in a bunny house that it's a magic trick that the bunny was doing, and in the end there's the bunny. He did a magic trick, but then suddenly he disappeared.
Does he come back?
He was in his hat the whole entire time.
Well, he has to come back, because if not, then there's no more books, right?
Yeah.
That's the same. Bunnies and magic. What more could you want in a book, right?
Well, you are all a very, very special family, and we're proud of you, and we're proud of your family. I do see that your dad and your little brother's here. Is it okay if we bring them up?
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Are you going to teach your little brother to read?
Yeah.
When he gets older? 'Cause
I read to him.
You read to him? Do you read him Honey Bunny, or does he not like Honey Bunny?
Did you?
What are you going to read to him?
I read him the books that we have in the house, and the books that we go in the library to get.
So September 8th is the Family Expo, where we have about 20,000 people there walking through those doors. It's the big event in Miami. And I would like for you and your family to come on stage with me, and I would like to present you with a very nice award and recognition for all your reading achievements. The summer to recognize you and to recognize your mom and dad and your brother for the great summer. And thank you for participating in our reading campaign.
Thank you.
Wow, you're getting an award. What a surprise. You have a surprise. I didn't know about it. Next time you have to tell me these things.
Bobby, let him.
That worked out.
Thank you for coming, and keep reading, okay? Keep reading and keep posting.
So remember, everybody, follow the family's leads. Parents, read to your children every day for 30 minutes and participate in #Read30.
Absolutely. And we'll see all of you at the Family Expo. Remember, it's Saturday, September 8th. In the meantime, on behalf of Jim Hodge and everyone here at the Children's Trust, I'm Ileana Varela. Thanks for watching this edition of Our Children. Keep reading.
Our Children is brought to you by the Children's Trust. The Children's Trust invests in programs and services that help make children healthy, safe, loved, ready to learn, succeed in school and in life. To access its funded programs and services in Miami-Dade County, visit thechildrenstrust.org, because all children are our children.